APHA's new president is about to take over, and Nandi Marshall is with us now to talk about what the year ahead holds. Thanks for your time today.
Oh, thank you for having me. It was good to see you.
Absolutely. All right, let's get to talking. So what are some of the goals and the priorities for your presidency?
Sure. So my goals, one of them is really to strengthen how we tell the story of APHA and how we tell the story of public health. I think we do a great job of saying public health is everything and everywhere, but no one knows what that means. And so I think this is a great opportunity for us to strategize and really talk about how we can show the value of public health and how really everyone has something here at play in that stake. Some of the other things I'm considering is, how do we strengthen our workforce? Part of that for me is really engaging our youth around public health. So not just our college students, but like our K through 12, our 0 to 18. How do they learn about public health? How do they understand that they have a voice? How do they also understand, to the other point, right, that regardless of what you do in your life, you're going to have an effect on public health outcomes. So whether you go into public health or engineering or you're a high school teacher, what you do, your actions make a difference. And so I want to be able to do that and share that. Another thing is really supporting our components, so our affiliates and our sections, our forums, our SPIGs, all the things, so that they can do what they do and make a difference on the ground. But I think one of my biggest pieces is that I really want to instill hope and really hope that folks can walk away from this year feeling better, feeling more inspired, and feeling like APHA has their back. To me, that's really important. And so those are some of the main things I'm focusing on this year.
You mentioned hope, and that's one of your key, policies or one of your key things that you're focused on. But this can be a very challenging time for public health right now.
100%, yeah.
How are you staying optimistic about the future?
I think for me, it's been reminding people that they were created for such a time as this. And I know it's hard. I've even had moments where I'm saying, why am I president now? Like, why couldn't I do it later, right? But I had to remember that I was created for now. We are all here for a reason. And so for me, it's helping people to really understand that they are too, and that they have their space, and it's just time for them to step into it.
I love that. All right, well, it's a very exciting day ahead here at APHA.
Absolutely.
Why don't we just talk to some of the attendees?
Sounds good. It's good to see you here this week. Has there been anything during the conference that's inspired you or given you hope for the future?
I think seeing just all the incredible work that's happening, listening to all of these different talks and these people who are doing such fundamental, important work in the space is just really inspiring.
Yeah, absolutely. We're really focused on the future today, so I'd love to know how you personally are fighting for public health for the future.
Well, I'm currently a PhD student, so I hope to be taking everything that I'm learning and applying that within my own career, hopefully making small changes as I move forward within the space, and ultimately, it's all about the small steps that lead to ultimately big changes. So
that's awesome. Right. Well, best of luck with that, and thanks for talking with us today very much.
It's always good to see you, past President Byrd. You're one of the people that have always inspired me throughout my entire career. So I would love to know here this week at APHA, if there's anything that you've seen or witnessed that gives you hope and inspiration for the future.
Well, first of all, everybody showing up, which is important. You don't show up, then there's nothing.
Right.
But the one thing in terms of an Indigenous community perspective, a historical perspective, is that we have our first Native Hawaiian representative on the executive board of APHA. That's a first. I was the first American Indian in 2001. What this organization and the world needs is more Indigenous people.
Absolutely. How are you personally fighting for public health?
I'm an Indian. We've been fighting everyone for forever, since day one. Since Columbus got lost and landed here and everything just unrolled. We have the worst and the highest mortality, morbidity rates of any community in the nation. The first people of this nation are the last people by most measures.
All right. Thank you for your time today. Appreciate it.
So it's good to see you again. I'd really love to hear about your experience, and if you've seen anything at the conference this week that's giving you hope for the future.
I think one of the main things that's giving me hope for the future are the individuals that I've seen here, the young adults that are still engaged and interested in pursuing public health and just working in the field. Has really inspired me. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So that's really inspired me.
How are you personally fighting for public health?
I am personally fighting for public health every day through training individuals to be public health practitioners in the field. So that's how I'm doing it at Howard University.
Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.